Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Apologies for the delay. Not just usually we do a 7:30 start, but it's an 8 o'clock start tonight. And even then, I'm slightly after 8. I've been traveling for my proper job this week, and I have literally just landed and walked in the door. So you are getting me fresh off the flight. But I've got some crafting to do because we've got Father's Day at the weekend and I still got a paper pumpkin that I haven't looked at. So I thought that's what I would do this evening. So if I flick round, first of all, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make these again because thinking about it, I have done this already on a live. So the April paper pumpkin was called Lakeside Retreat, and two of these cards are Father's Day cards. So you're an inspiration. These ones, one with a pier, one with a cabin. And so I might just use these cards that I've got here. I should have used this one for my dad's birthday card because that would have been a good option for him. But I could use it for my father-in-law's birthday, which is not too far away. So I think rather than recreating all of these, which I've done already, I'm going to instead do the May paper pumpkin and show you something new, if that is all right. If anybody's desperately keen to see me do the Father's Day cards, then I can do that again at the end. Shouldn't take me too long. Right, let's have a look at the May paper pumpkin, which is called Sparkling Celebrations. So we've got a misty moonlight spot. Let me get my full-sized Misty Moonlight ink pad. And let's get a clear block for the stamping with. Hey, Karen. Glad you're here. Right. Let's open this one up and see what we've got. I quite like the look of this one when I saw the sneak peek online. And for those of you who've been tempted by paper pumpkin, but you don't like to, buy something without knowing what you're going to get, you can check online to see what the kit is going to be before you purchase it. So as long as you put your order in before the 10th of the month, then you can get the paper pumpkin for that month. Also, if you have treated yourself to like a 3 or a 6 or a 12-month subscription, you can still look online to see what the designs are for that month. And it's one that, if it's one that you don't fancy, then you can skip it and go straight to the next one. You'll still get the full amount that you've paid for. Hey, Linda, glad you're here. Hi to everyone on Facebook, on YouTube. Hi to everyone watching on Catch Up. I'm very glad that you joined us. Okay, so this particular kit, this particular paper pumpkin, I suppose I should call it. So it's called Sparkling Celebrations. There is quite a pile in it. For those who haven't seen me do the paper pumpkins before, in many ways they are similar to the kits in that you get all the pre-prepared pieces, but they tend to be much more detailed and intricate. So some of the kits can be a bit straightforward. They're really good for beginners or people who just want a really easy, straightforward experience. The paper pumpkin tends to be a bit more involved. So I'm going to start with card 1, just because it seems like a sensible thing to start with. So what have we got? Right. I was trying to figure out what you had to do for this one. So you've got the stamps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps. So there's like a fireworks type one, a little like sparklies type one, and then this one, which I'm pretty sure is a bush or a silhouette of some sort. Time to celebrate. You are invited, and wishing you happiness. So we're starting off with this stamp along the bottom. And it looks as if they've deliberately done overlapping, so you kind of get lighter and darker versions of this. Not massively different in shade, if I'm being perfectly honest. No, I suppose, can you see that there's some, because they overlap, so you've got some paler bits and some darker bits. And it's interesting because when I saw that at first, I was like, it's green, isn't it? It's meant to look like forests. But because the card base is yellow and I'm using the Misty Moonlight ink, it comes up green. That's quite clever. Right. And then it almost looks, I think that looks like a sunset poking out over the top of these bushes, foliage, tree type bits. These are quite cool. Okay, so that's the first bit to do. The second bit says you are invited. I don't know when I would send an invite card, so I'm wondering if I can do this wishing you happiness instead. Let's have a look at the piece that I meant to stamp it on. Will it fit on? No, it won't. So what do? Do I use this as a you're invited card, or do I pick a completely different sentiment altogether? I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to pick a different sentiment. Oh, this one could be nice. This is one of the stamps that I got. The Olive Flutter. So we've got the butterfly stamps and the punch to match. Hey, Jilly. And this could be really nice. Thinking of you today. Would that fit on the space? It would. Right. Don't be afraid to do things differently. I mean, it's nice to have, as I say, a choreographed experience to follow the designs that somebody else has put together. But if you want to do things differently, do things differently. You're not going to get the Stampin' Up! Police come round and hammer on your door and tell you off. Right. Thinking of you today. Seems like a good sentiment because there's always people who've got stuff that's going on who could just use us to think of them. Right. And the You Are Invited stamp is a useful one. I can see me using it another time. Again, sometimes with the paper pumpkin stamps and the kit stamps, once we've made the kit, we forget that we've got these sentiments and that we can use them for other things. Okay, what goes next? We've got this lamppost type piece. And then there are, oh, these are cute. So there's 3 different sizes of light bulb. And I'm going to show you closer to the camera as well. Hey, Ali. Oh, you've got that bundle as well? That's cool. Right, let me show these. I don't know, can you see if I tilt them, the filaments in the center of the light bulbs are metallic. So they've got this lovely shine to them. And the same on here. So you've got these kind of silver foil pieces on the card. Foil being very fashionable, very on trend. And you know me, ladies, it's all about trend and fashions. I am not the most fashionable of people. I will be the first to admit that. Right. So, using tear tape on the lamp post. Using tear tape on the back of the sentiment. And then for the light bulbs, need a tiny bit of tear tape on that one. And then the other ones get foam dimensionals. Mini foam dimensionals included in this kit. Right, so now the lamp post goes on first, very Narnia-esque. And it goes on here. Right. And then next goes my sentiment. This design makes me think of like a festival. Oh, it goes right the way to the edge of the card. Thinking of you today. And then starting with the smallest one up at the top, then the medium-sized one slightly underneath. Ah, right. I couldn't understand why those two had foam pads and this one had a foam pad and a bit of tear tape, but now I understand. So this bit of tear tape is going to stick on top of these existing ones like that, and that way that all kind of sticks together. Thinking of you today. That's pretty. I like that. I wonder which envelope, because we've got lots of different envelopes. I think that envelope is the one I'm going to use for this particular card. There we go. What do we think? Do you like that? Is that the sort of thing you would use? I can see me sending that to somebody. Right, next up. Now, this, honestly, if we had this as like designer series paper, I would buy a full pack of it, because you've got this beautiful blue background and you've got these tiny little silver stars that are just gorgeous. Love, love, love. All right, so we're going to use the Time to Celebrate stamp. Anybody know where my stamps went? Here they are. Time to Celebrate. And it goes on one of these starbursts. Don't know if you can see, this sheet has got lots of pre-cut pieces. Didn't use any gems on the first card. Use them on the... I don't know where you put the gems. Figure that out at the end. Because it did come with a little packet of silvery gems. So, all right, Time to Celebrate. There we go. Just one stamped piece on this particular one. I love that this card has got firework type things on it. My husband, I don't know, some of you might know, but my husband used to have a side job that he used to do alongside his main job, doing firework displays. So he used to support with displays at like Blenheim Palace and all sorts of fancy places. He's done lots of incredible things, and he's got some pictures, photos of some of the fabulous displays that he did, which I think is quite cool. Obviously, lots of safety elements when you do something like that. Right, so these firework pieces are quite cool. You've got these pieces that are multicolored, and then these ones that have again got the silver foil. I don't know if you can see that shininess coming through. Really pretty. So we need tear tape on the bottom of the sentiment, and then foam pads and everything else. So when I was traveling for work this week, I was doing a team event and they'd asked me to bring along some card making stuff. So I had some kits that I took along, and I showed some people how they could make some cards, which they did. And then they wrote in the cards and they gave them to people just to brighten their day and to spread a little love, which I thought was really sweet. So I have been doing some craftiness this week. Let's see. Right, so we start off this firework piece goes up at the top of the card, like so. And then this one, it's quite handy. That one's obviously got the flat line there, so you can know where it's to go. This one's also got a flat line, so that helps you position it. Pyrotechnic. Better a pyrotechnic than a pyromaniac. But yes, I would call him a bit of a pyrotechnic, Ali. There we go. Right, it's interesting because it says stick these bits on first, but now this sentiment kind of needs to tuck in underneath. So I'm hoping that I put the foam pads in the right place. That's kind of, yeah, that's fairly easy to do. Right, time to celebrate. And then these three little ones with the foil then go on over the top. So this one is meant to go there. This one over here, and then this one down there. There we go. Am I meant to add sparkles to these? I think I am. I'm going to add to the center of these pieces. I'm going to drop it and do it badly. So I'm just going to pick, you ever notice sometimes these little embellishments have got like wee glue dots that sometimes can come apart, but you can peel them back up and stick them back down where they're supposed to be. There we go. I should use my take a pick tool, but it's in my pencil case and my scissors are right here. You prefer this one to the lamps? It is very pretty. I do like it. I wonder what's the best envelope to go with this one. I think this turquoisey and blue type one. There we go. So we've got the lamps and we've got the fireworks. This could be a good like Hogmanay one. Okay, last but certainly not least is, that's upside down. It's this way around. So this is your Chinese lantern type ones. Now, having two nieces, when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was the Disney film Tangled, which I don't know if you're familiar with. Now, this is interesting because it says to stamp this along the bottom, but it doesn't actually look as if it's been stamped. Where's the front? Okay. It does when you look at the front of the card. It just doesn't when you look at the instructions. That's a little confusing. But, and you know me, I can be very, very easily confused sometimes. But when in doubt, look at, because you see in the instructions, it says to stamp it, but it doesn't show any stamping. But when I look at the very front, it shows the stamping along that one there. So you could put a little firework on spinners. Oh, that's a fab idea. Linda, you absolutely, totally could. And I think that would look incredible. Now, before I stamp all of these, I'm just going to have a look because I've got this window piece that's going to go in. And it actually opens up. That's really cool. Okay, let's just very gently open this up. And let's poke out all these little window pane pieces, which I'm going to throw out. I was thinking, should I keep these? Would I do something with them? I probably could do something with them, but I have lots and lots of scraps. So I'm giving myself permission to throw out these pieces, and I give you permission as well. If you're somebody who needs permission, then I give you permission. You're going to tell me what? Have I done something wrong? Have I done it upside down? Yeah, you see, this is what I wanted to check. If I stamp those bushes too low down, you're not really going to see them. So I'm going to stamp them a wee bit higher. Or else they're not going to be visible. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that looks good. What have I done? Have I done something wrong? Somebody has to tell me. Oh no, I'm getting paranoid now. Right. So this one is wishing you happiness, which is a lovely sentiment. Right. So this piece that the sentiment goes on to, I was thinking, it's a really weird shape. I don't quite understand why they picked this shape for the sentiment. But now I understand. So, wishing you happiness. And so when I pop this out, let's close this up. Oh, did I credit the wrong person? Ali, I'm sorry. If it was your suggestion and I said it was Linda's, then I'm sorry. Oh, I'm clearly just not awake. That's the problem. It's been a very long week and it's only Wednesday. We have a saying at work, you know, it's been a long week today. And that's how it feels. It feels like today has been a really long week. Okay. So this window piece gets tear tape around all four sides. Right, now you see again, this is interesting because the window frame goes down flat, but some of the things on the inside go in with foam pads. And it says to do the things on the inside first. If I do that, this is going to kind of flatten them. I am confused. No, I'm not confused. It's because they go inside the window, so it will be fine. Right, let's stick this down first. And I want it to... Remember that really clever tip I showed you about positioning things and then completely forgot to do it again tonight? That was very daft. Still just about worked. There we go. So I've got the window. This piece here with the sentiment, it's the window ledge. It's really cool. So that's why it's got these little decorative bits at the edges. I was trying to figure out what they were, and then I realised it's a window ledge. A lot are very mean, making fun of me. Right. Let's put that under there. There we go. Wishing you happiness. And then we've got a large Chinese lantern, the medium Chinese lantern, or 2 Chinese lanterns, and then the 1 individual one. And again, it tells me where to put the foam pads. So the big one gets 2, the little one gets 1, and the set of 2 gets 2. And now let's position them. In retrospect, it might have been easier to put these on before I had done the window frame. I might see that with the other version. I need to make sure that I put them the right way around, or else they won't be able to soar up into the sky. Apparently these things are really, really bad for the environment. They may look very pretty, but when they come down, they can do a lot of damage to wildlife and farm animals, and just generally seen as can cause problems. There we go. It's a pretty card though. And I think for anybody who likes Tangled, this would be a really perfect one. Don't know if it needs any gems on it. Can't really tell where the gems are on these cards. Let's see if I can look at the front. Yeah, just on the center of this one. I need to put it on the center there as well. So, right, there we go. So this is the paper pumpkin then for me. Because a lot of damage on farms, you're right, Ali. I do hear farm owners worried and raising awareness of those sort of Chinese lanterns. So, but I think as a kit goes, for a paper pumpkin, I think this is quite nice. Of the stamps that I got, Time to Celebrate, I might use maybe for a birthday card. You're Invited, unless I was actually doing a party and sending invites. I don't know when I would use that one. But that last one, Wishing You Happiness, I think that's cute. The kind of bush piece, I think, looks really pretty. And then the little fireworks pieces and the little star pieces I haven't used in these cards, but I can see me using that on other things. But I think this is really quite nice. What do we think? What do you think of the May paper pumpkin? Did you go for it? Did you wish you'd gone for it? Are you not fussed that you didn't go for it? Let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, so far, April has been mail type cards. May has been these celebration party type cards. June is currently winging its way to me, apparently, according to the notification I got the other day. And so when it arrives, I will let you see that one too. Cool. All right, that's us for tonight. I'm just checking the comments to see if anybody wanted to see me do the April ones again, and nobody has mentioned that. So I think maybe we call it a night at that. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you get up to some crafting. And as always, if you need anything, you know where to find me. Take care.